Hi, Joe Phillips here with Focus Real Estate and Central Park Scoop. I'm here today with James Spelts at Pulse Braincare, a new business in the 29th Ave Town Center right here in Central Park. So we're going to take a tour. This is going to be a little bit of a longer form video of their beautiful new space. But before we do that, James has to try and explain in terms that we can understand, what do they do here at Pulse Braincare? What do they offer? And who are you trying to treat? So Give us the high level, what do you do here?
Thanks, Joe.
Yep.
So what we do, we are a neuromodulation clinic that specializes in the treatment of patients who suffer from PTSD, ASD, anxiety, depression, and a whole bunch of other major depressive disorders.
ASD, what does that mean real quick?
Autism spectrum disorder.
Okay.
So, and we use a treatment that essentially is TMS, which the market and the community has probably been aware of for a very long time. It's been around for decades. But what we do with MeRT is we refine that treatment down a little bit. And so we make it a lot more custom rather, for every patient that walks in the door.
Okay, so what is MeRT? That's the main thing that you do here,
question.
the main treatment. So try and explain that at the high level.
Yes. So it's hard to explain at a high level, but quickly what MeRT is, magnetic e-resonance therapy, is a form of TMS where we use a QEEG. So we take a quantitative EEG, we, in very high level, basically take a scan or monitor everyone's individual brain waves. And there's a couple that we're looking for. So we look at the alpha brain wave, and then we can see if there's any dysfunction or any areas that aren't synchronized. So when we do that, we compare that with our algorithm that has a tremendous database behind it, thousands of patients, that allows us to have a patient-specific protocol for every patient who gets MeRT, which is essentially just patient-specific TMS.
Okay, so at this point, we've already heard a lot of acronyms. I'd say for a lot of people, we're gonna lose a lot of people, but we're hoping with this video that it hits the right audience that is seeking treatments for, the autism and the PTSD and substance abuse and some of these things. Hopefully for that audience, this is interesting and they're still gonna learn more from the rest of this video and seeing the space and learning more about what you do.
Great.
So we realize this isn't something that's going to work for everybody,
right,
but we want to help you guys get the word out on this very specialized treatment that you're offering.
Thank you. Yep. I think that's our goal. We're here to certainly listen, educate, and inform our community.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a one treatment for everyone. Clearly, we believe in all the modalities that are out there that help people. We just want MeRT to be, a tool that everyone is aware of that can fit into their treatment options.
That makes total sense. And my goal is just to help you guys, make you aware that this exists. If you wanted to learn more, their website, which will be on all the content we put out, has a lot of different articles and research and data about what they do and how it helps. So then I'd encourage you to dive in if this seems interesting. So for the rest of this video though, I want you to just show us the new space that you have here in the town center and the different rooms. And then we actually have your son in there getting treatment and you've authorized us to take a peek at what that looks like too.
Yeah.
So starting right here, kind of give us a little tour.
Sure.
Show us around.
So obviously our entrance, walk in, we want to make sure that we've got plenty of space for people to be comfortable. We're set up to have patients who either don't have kids, just individuals, adults that are here, or parents with kids, so that parents can either hang out in our lobby or move to other areas of the clinic so that they can work or just do whatever they need to do while their children are getting treatment. So,
yeah, show us that work room and then maybe the room for the other kids that maybe aren't getting the treatment or while they're waiting, because I thought those were really nice spaces.
Sure. So after checking in, if it is a parent or a patient who's got a meeting that shows up early, or a parent who needs to get some work done, we've kind of dedicated a space for them so that they can hop on their webinar, make their phone calls, or just relax. If they need a space just to go and be alone for a little bit. And that's patients too, who just might need a moment to relax before or after treatment. This is a room that they can have.
Okay. How long does a typical treatment appointment last?
So typical treatment appointment for the initial QEEG, we tell patients to basically be prepared for about a 30 to 40 minute appointment. After that, if you're getting your MeRT therapy, you can expect to be here for anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
And that usually lasts, the full spectrum of treatment can be different for everyone, but usually it's about 30 sessions, which overall is 6 weeks.
Okay.
5 days a week for about 1 hour a day is the commitment.
Perfect. This is a great room, again,
Yes.
for the kids,
Yep.
or maybe the kids' siblings or whoever to hang out, play,
Yep.
entertain
Exactly.
themselves.
Yeah, we just
Okay.
want to be available for every type of parent or family that comes in. So yeah, definitely a kids' room where they can roll around, give us suggestions about what we could have in here to make it better.
Yeah.
So I know my kids have given me suggestions about that. So down the hall, we've got a conference center. So after an initial exam, we do bring patients in, or they can have a telehealth from home, but we do have a call or a meeting with our practitioner to go over their results. Just to kind of, obviously it's a lot to take on, so we further explain what they're seeing once we've taken all this data
Yep.
and put it into a format where the practitioner can describe what they're seeing from an analytical standpoint. So we can do that in this room, or we can talk to patients and their families in this room and just hear them out about what their concerns are. This is where we meet with our staff, so just kind of another flex room.
It's great. And probably hard to see in the video, but it's towards the end of the day, but there's tons of windows everywhere.
Yep.
Everything is beautiful and new. It's a very inviting, light space. You guys
Yep.
did a great job with it.
Thank you.
Yep.
In our location, we wanted to be accommodating for coffee or lunch or ice cream if your kids are getting treatment, something to reward them when they're done. So as you know, Town Center here has got everything available for
Just
them.
to orient you, right across from E-Ties, right next to Little India,
Yep.
Starbucks, ice cream. Good call.
Yeah, after you.
Thank you.
So moving back into this space, this is kind of the treatment and diagnostic end of our clinic. So this is where we do our QEEGs. This is where we do our MeRT treatment. We've got coffee, snacks. We definitely encourage kids, patients, everybody to have a snack before or after treatment. But you can get a refreshment, sit down, relax, and just take your time.
Okay. Let's take a look at this room. This is where your lovely family is, and your son's getting his treatment now.
Yep.
So
Dash is in the chair getting MeRT right now. So we've got our TMS machine. Ali, our clinic manager, is administering TMS. And Dash is clearly very relaxed right now, as he's probably watching his favorite show on Netflix.
yeah, that was interesting. Like what you said, that you can get the treatment while you're watching a show or doing whatever you kind of want to do.
Yeah, so the treatment is all active. We're pushing the treatment. So you're not responding to anything, so you can be doing whatever you want to be doing. You can work, you can watch TV. We've got every room set up to watch your favorite show, or just relax if you want to. But you'll hear there is a clicking. That's essentially the pulse of our coils. So that's the actual active part of treatment happening.
Okay. And let's just take a look at this room as maybe the last one as an example of another treatment room.
Yeah. So this room is where we do our QEEGs. This room, essentially we want our patients to be relaxed. This is a room that we darken. We don't want a lot of noise in here because we want you in a basic rest awake state. So when you come in here, we go ahead and put a cap on with some electrodes, which we may get you to do at some point.
Yep, I'm in.
And that's active for us. We're receiving data at that point. So we're taking information based on how your brain is sending information through all those neural pathways. And we're just taking all the examples and data that we can from that electrical conduction.
Okay.
So pretty relaxed in here when we're actually receiving that. And this is about a 30 to 40 minute appointment for that initial QEEG.
Yep.
We're really looking for about 10 seconds of continuous data, but sometimes it can take people just a little while to get into that alpha state that we need them in.
Yeah, I would especially think a different place when you know you're being monitored.
Yep.
It might take a while to
Yeah, definitely.
get leveled out.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's a great little tour of the space. Again, I mean, we're neighborhood real estate brokers. This is not our specialty. My goal is not to tell you guys, hey, you really should do this. My goal is just to make you aware of what these guys are offering with this emerging technology. And then if you think this is a good thing for you, and maybe you have someone, or maybe it's you or someone in your family dealing with some of these things, this could be an option to explore right here in the neighborhood. So thanks for your time. It's a beautiful space.
Thanks, Joe.
Wish you guys the best.
Appreciate it.
Yep.